Hey guys, welcome to the Fear the Walking Dead after show on the stream.tv. I'm Michael Tiberi.
And I'm Sue Castillo, and Chris is basically the Michael Moore of the zombie apocalypse in this episode, because we first start the episode with him on a rooftop, filming and talking about what has happened, I mean, in the 9 days since the,
Takeover.
Z-Day, I guess, yeah.
Patient Zero, whatever you want to call it. And he's basically making his own Blair Witch Project type film. And, he takes it to Madison that he said he's seeing somebody flashing this light. And she's like, I don't believe you. Which I feel like at this point, somebody could come down in a UFO and go swimming in the pool and I would believe them. Like, there's people running around with their faces falling off. There's nothing left not to believe at this point.
Yeah, and I mean, this episode kind of shows why everybody seems to hate Chris, because, everybody seems to hate Travis, because Chris went to Travis, told him what he saw with the flashing lights in one of the houses that was outside of their safety zone compound. Travis wouldn't listen to him. He went to Madison. Madison kind of almost didn't believe him, and yet she kind of did, and then went out the perimeter to check and see if what he was talking about was true. So then we have, like Liza and Madison showdown. Yeah,
which is they have this moment where, by the way, I kind of want to say that I saw this coming. I saw this coming. And, they have this moment where there is like this tense interaction where you can tell that Madison really does not approve of Liza's presence kind of there. She's not happy to really have her there, even though I feel at this point it's, we should be thankful for who is still around.
Yeah, and by the end of this episode, we see Chris see his mother Liza just take off and just say it's going to be okay. I mean, that has to be traumatizing at that young age. I mean, as a teenager, you kind of really don't care where your parents are because they're always in your shit. But at the most, like in a zombie apocalypse, you don't want to see your parents just take off. And then, you remember in The Walking Dead, neighbor Pete, AKA Porch Dick? Well, now we've got Nick, who is Pool Dick. I mean, he's chilling in a pool.
Legit on vacation in Palm Springs. He might as well be, because he is having the time of his life, coming down from his heroin binge, just laying in the pool like he's at Promises Malibu. And it's just like, he couldn't be having a better time with everybody else, all the things going on around him.
And of course he's having a better time, because he just I wouldn't put it past Nick to steal candy from a baby, because he stole morphine from a terminal heart patient?
He would take a pillow from somebody's coffin.
I'm surprised he didn't snuff him. You know what I mean? And take the whole bag. Yeah. That was insane.
Surprised he didn't steal his clothes.
But he did change clothes, so that was nice, only to go back into the old man clothes. And then my favorite part, like me and Michael were so amped about this, like we finally, like Madison stepped up to the plate, and it was like slap fast 2015. She just slapped the crap out of Nick.
Nick deserved to get hit 4 episodes ago in the pilot.
Please gif that. Please gif it to us.
Why has nobody done that yet?
Yeah, exactly. And rightfully so. Madison is frustrated. That tension was going to bubble up over, especially finding out that you're getting your fix, not from the medication I left on the counter, but you're stealing it. Yeah, you deserve to get smacked, Nick. And then by the end of the episode, like, what is it? Then we go into Madison, our favorite.
Yeah.
And she wants to repaint the living room.
Extreme makeover she's gonna start now. Like, oh, let's repaint the walls. It's like, let's not worry about it. Like, I feel like that's like somebody being like, I'm 90 years old, it's time for me to get plastic surgery. Like, why bother at this point? Like, it's falling apart, nothing's gonna be fixed at this point. Why bother? She's so concerned about painting the walls.
Right. I mean, let's compare them down the line. Madison wants to repaint the living room, wondering where Liza is and why she isn't helping the family. What? Repaint the living room? Because Liza is out there helping people in the community because they don't have a doctor, they don't have any medication, and the military is like hoarding it. I mean, what else between Madison and Liza? Like, family-wise?
I'm right, but then it's coming down to, it's Madison trying to give parenting advice.
No.
Which is the last person who should be giving any type of parenting advice.
No. Madison giving Travis parenting tips is like Matt Damon giving advice on diversity. Like, just should not happen is what I'm saying. Like, that's Madison trying to give Travis parenting tips on being there and listening to his kids. And like, you've got one addict and one girl doing an at-home tattoo session, prison tattoo session over at Susan's place. Like, no.
No, absolutely not. And then after that, we have, Madison seeing Liza leaving with the military, and also with Nick as well. Nick is being taken by the military, and Liza is leaving with them. So we're witnessing her watching all of this happen.
Yeah.
And it's like, and is there a moment where she's probably like, all right, fine. You know, like she's a little maybe excited to see Liza go. Maybe not Nick as much, but she did just beat him up, so I don't know. I mean,
I'm telling you, I think every audience member, man, woman, child, recognized that look Madison gave Travis. That's like you in the doghouse. I told you about Liza, and now she's gone. So I think this episode finally kicked it up from what we saw in the past 3 episodes, and then, I mean, we pretty much got a big barrel of monkeys coming down with the military. Are they going to find Nick and reunite with Nick and Griselda and Liza? I mean, what are we going to see? So thanks for joining us here at Fear the Walking Dead After Show. Make sure to join in the discussion. Use that hashtag FearTWDAS. We've got more coming up with predictions, characters, stories, even fan questions. And make sure to check out our friends over at undeadwalking.com.
Hey guys, for more of the Fear the Walking Dead After Show, make sure you hit that button.
And subscribe to thestream.tv.